Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. Thank you for making Explore Tulsa a regular stop each week.
Now, Trish, keeping up with you on Facebook, I can tell that Fridays are big for you and your friends.
Is that what you do on Fridays, Stevie? Just creep on me on Facebook?
Not just you. I'm always checking out a whole lot of people, seeing what they're doing. It's very entertaining.
Well, what you need to do is get out a little for yourself. And I know the perfect thing for you and your wife to do on date night.
Now you've done it. Everyone watching is gonna pressure me into dating.
Well, your wife deserves a night out, and the first Friday art crawl is great fun for everyone who goes.
Really, we had no idea it would ever become this big. We were thinking if we can keep the little pop-up shops and the few galleries that we have on this little stretch of Matthew Brady Street here, that we'd be doing fine. If we could get a couple hundred people, it'd be a great deal. The art crawl started in '07. You might have 40, 50, on a good night you might have 80 people do the art crawl. When we would have an artist show, they would say, well, how many people should I expect to see? And we would always say, how many friends do you have? Because that's how many will be here.
We are thrilled with the growth of First Friday down here in the Brady Arts District. You know, the first time we had one, we had no idea what to expect. We saw a few hundred people, we were brand new.
But now, we see typically around 2,000 to 3,000 people a night on the First Fridays. We've had as high as 10,000 people, depending on what the event is.
With the explosion of new facilities down here in 2012, you know, there were just more people to participate. So when Philbrook Downtown opened, the Woody Guthrie Center, Guthrie Green, us here at the Hardesty Arts Center, you know, of course we can just make it bigger and better than it already was.
So 209, the art bar, said, well, we're going to have art, so instead of all having openings on different nights, why don't we just have one night a month where we have our opening? And First Friday Art Crawl came up. It's pretty popular in lots of different cities, so we kind of adopted that plan and we went from there.
Well, there's always been arts in the Brady Arts District, and I think it's just the, you know, reestablishment of some of these bigger facilities coming down here. A lot of the arts organizations made a commitment to downtown, just really seeing that that was the future of the art scene in Tulsa.
Where you'll find most of the local artists will be maybe in a pop-up gallery like Chrysalis Salon and Spa, where they bring in a new artist every month and they'll show their works. Hey Mambo does the same thing. Chimera might do that as well. Besides that, of course, the other galleries are open. I guess you would call them the full-time galleries, like the Tulsa Artists Coalition. And then you go on down to 108 Contemporary, Zero, and all the different galleries and museums are open for free on that night. So if you may find an admission required on any other night of the month, you'll find free admission that night.
At the Hardesty Arts Center, we really try to focus on opening a new exhibition each month. We might have the same exhibition in the main gallery, but a smaller one on the second floor might open that month. We also open performance opportunities to artists that we work with, musicians, dance. We have a lot of member organizations with the council, and so we invite them in to maybe have a small performance. A good example, we had Chamber Music Tulsa. They had the Aeolus Quartet in town last month, and they came and performed some short Beethoven pieces. So it was a way for them to have an interesting, non-traditional venue to perform, and then also provided an excellent soundtrack to the opening we had that night of the Art in the Gallery. So it's just really great to see a lot of different kinds of people in Tulsa coming out. It's just a huge, diverse crowd, so we couldn't be more happy to share what we're doing with the community.
The art crawl officially opens at 6 o'clock, 6 to 9. But often we'll see people gathering 5 o'clock on a patio, have a cocktail or have a cup of coffee before things get going, then start with the crawl, have a late night supper maybe, and then of course all the bars and clubs are open then. A lot of them feature live entertainment on First Fridays. So you'll see a group here and there at any one of the many clubs. So arrive early and stay late.